Hi everyone, how lucky am I? I'm fishing again, and it's not that long since my last session, to be honest. It's only been just over a week, and I've managed to finish work a bit early and get down the lakeside. How about this for a view from my office this evening? Fab. I'm here until it gets dark. The weather's absolutely glorious, perhaps a little bit too hot and sunny for ideal conditions, but it's certainly going to be comfortable down here. I can't wait to get some baits in the water and to see if I can't be lucky enough to catch some more of these lovely carp that live in here. And you never know, one of the 20-pounders might even slip up and just make my day, make my year. Anyway, let's see how we get on. Well, that's the rods ready insofar as they're ready to tackle up and attach some hook baits to and ping out into the lake. But first I thought I'll just take you through what's in my rucksack for this short session, just because some of you might be interested, I suppose. So really old rucksack this, had it for donkey's years. In the top flap, you might have heard it rattling away there, is my scales, just in case I catch the big one. In here, got a bag with some food in. Got my Ridge Monkey toaster, stove, and of course a gas canister with a lighter so that I can cook myself some food. Got my trusty catapult, a couple of rags to dry my hands on if I'm lucky enough to catch a fish, a whole bunch of rigs ready-made, ready tied I should say. I don't buy them ready-made, I tie them myself, but I'll show you those in just a bit. And of course my new tackle box, well newish tackle box from NGT, which has got all my bits and pieces in, ready for me to get fishing. So I'm going to use some of what's in here and get the rod set up now. Okay, to start with, I've just tied a figure 8 loop knot in my main line here for rod number 1. And what I'm going to do is just loop on a bare lead and use that to have a couple of casts and work out where I'm going to be fishing my PVA bag rig. I'm just going to loop that on now. Oops. There we go. And that's ready for a couple of casts. Right, after a couple of casts, I'd say it's fairly clear out there actually where I'm hoping to fish, which is the same spot that I fished last time, but I thought I'd have a couple of casts just to make sure it's still fit for purpose, and it is. I'm going to use some of this marker elastic just to mark the line to get my distance right. Okay, just going to loop off the lead and in its place loop on one of my solid PVA bags. Not the best effort this one, it's one of the slightly larger cheapo bags that I'm using there, but it'll do the job. I haven't got to cast a massive distance. Well guys, you've guessed it, rod number 2 is going to be on the trusty Snowman rig. But after asking for some advice about my tangles last time with that particular rig when using the mesh PVA bags, I've invested in one of these. A long baiting needle, which is for PVA mesh and stringers. So in theory, if I can slide this thing through this bag, the idea is that I can pull the hook into the bag and eliminate those tangles. I need to take the anti-tangle sleeve off of my rig first. Hook on my rig and just pull down. And I'm just going to tease that hook into the bag. Hopefully that, this time, will be a tangle-free rig. We'll see. Well guys, it took a little while, a couple of hours, but I got my first fish on the bank. This is lovely mirror carp, probably somewhere between 9 to 10 pounds I would say. I'm not going to weigh her, she's still full of life. I'm going to get it back in the pond where it belongs, see if I can't catch his bigger brother. Brilliant to be off the mark, fabulous looking fish, magic. I was starting to think it wasn't going to happen, and that fish has really cheered me up no end. Time for a little celebratory stubby. That chair in the background belongs to my mate Tom, who's come down for a little visit. In fact, you can see his little head in the background there. I'm so glad to be off the mark. I think there's a chance of another fish before I have to go as well. So let's keep trying and see what I can pull out the bag or out the lake. Hey guys, I'm afraid I've had to have a little bit of a change of tactics because unfortunately, and I'm not apportioning blame in any way, but some guy came and set up exactly opposite me and started floater fishing completely over the top of where I was fishing. Now, to be fair, I'm casting right across to the far bank, and there are swims there, so I suppose I can't blame the guy for doing a bit of floater fishing there. He did all right actually, but I'm afraid it disturbed the swim probably more than I would have liked. So I've moved the rods in closer. I'm casting roughly to the middle of the lake, here and here, up against some lilies. Same tactics though, which is a solid PVA bag on my right hand rod over there, and my good old trusty Snowman rig on the left hand rod with one of those PVA mesh bags attached. I'm just going to put a little bit more bait in the water after that capture, and then maybe have a recast. I'll give it another. Oh, it's off. No? No. It's off. Damn me. It's made me look like a right mug, Tom. That is so annoying. After all that waiting. Oh. Well guys, as you may have seen, I've just been rather unlucky. Hooked my second fish, took off like a steam train, and unfortunately within seconds of the fight beginning it was over. The fish just got his head down in a lily bed and just shed the hook as easy as anything, so unfortunately that fish got away. You never know, there might be a chance of another bite before I have to pack it in, so I'm not giving up yet, but really gutted to lose that one. Well guys, that's it for this session, and unfortunately no more fish. I'm really glad I came, really glad I caught that one, but feel really gutted that I didn't manage another one. Nevertheless, it's the most relaxed and the most happy I've been since I last came out fishing. So was it worth it? Of course it was. I can't wait to get back out on the bank and hopefully next time land a few more fish for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.